everyone, and welcome back to Commander Clash. This week is anything goes. What's everyone running when there's no deck building restriction at all? Let's find out.
Hey, it's Phil, and today I'm bringing a Chaos deck. And don't worry, Toma, not Chaos as in the archetype, like Chaos as in Warhammer 40k. I'm actually playing a Demon deck today.
Hey everyone, it's Richard, and I'm playing Kylock's Visionary Inventor. It's an Izzet commander that lets me cheat spells into play, so we're going to try to get disgusting value with giant spells.
Hey, it's Tomer, and I'm playing my personal Tetsun deck. It's an artifact deck full of graveyard shenanigans, and all we're trying to do is assemble cool things like Mech Titan.
I'm Seth, and I'm built around one of the oddest red commanders in the history of the game in Norin the Wary, who's a bit too scared to do much except blink himself constantly, but that opens up some pretty unique synergies.
This show is brought to you by our sponsors. You can purchase all the accessories we use on the show over at ultimateguard.com, and you can purchase all your cards over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. You can also support us by buying some merch over at mtggoldfishmerch.com or directly through Patreon at patreon.com/mtggoldfish, where we post exclusive content like deck tours and post-Commander Clash wrap-ups.
4, 3, 2, 1, Clash on!
All right, I got a pregame action. I'm playing Garuda in my companion zone. That means my entire deck is even, so I'm playing even demons. Go on.
Oh, very, very good, Phil. Very good. I will draw for
Worth the pun.
I'm gonna play a mountain, and one of the upsides of playing Norin is I get to play my commander on turn 1. So I'm gonna play Norin the Wary, which is one of the weirdest commanders. All it does is blink itself. Whenever a player plays a spell or a creature attacks, you exile it and then return it at the beginning of the next end step, essentially. So go.
All right, well, let's see when it starts blinking. We're just going to start things off with a tap land, Silver Bluff Bridge. It's an artifact land, and it's just tapped, and it's indestructible. And that's it. Please don't blow it up.
There's no... Oh, wait, you're playing white, so that means there's no farewell this week on artifacts for your land.
Wait, we don't use that
There's
word.
not enough white.
I'm going to play Path of Ancestry and say go.
All right, I'm going to draw. We're going to play Scalding Tarn, and I'm just going to crack it for a Surveil land, and then you can go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna untap and draw, and we're gonna start to see some sweet Norin synergies here. So I'm gonna play another mountain,
Do we
and
get
I'm gonna
mirrors?
play.
So impact
No mirrors yet. No mirrors yet. Eventually, hopefully, I have another 2-mana artifact, Tome of Legend.
Oh.
So it enters the battlefield with a page counter on it. Whenever my commander enters the battlefield or attacks, I get to put a page counter on it, and I pay 1 and tap it to draw a card and remove a page counter. So when I cast the Tome of Legends, my Norin's going to exile itself. It's going to come back on my end step. I can't do anything else. I'm going to go to my end step. Norin comes back. I get another counter on my Tome of Legends, and go ahead.
That's
Kilmer.
pretty sweet.
I love that Seth decided, you know what, for anything goes, we do mono red Panharmonicon. That is so on brand. Let's just drop down Sea of Clouds. A Sea of Clouds, it just taps for white and blue and enters untapped if I have 2 or more opponents. Thankfully, I do. And I'll start with a spell to bounce that Norin a little bit. Unplayable card called Arcane Signet. Taps at any color of my commander's color identity. And then I'll pass.
Okay, so Tomer casts a spell, so Norin's going to blink out until the end step, and then it's going to come back on your end step. I'm going to get another counter.
Nice. I'm going to play a Graven Cairn. Is a word?
Sure.
Graven Cairn.
And, wow, no white. So ramp's actually working. Here's some unconventional ramp, but it works in demons. Heartless Summonings. Creature spells you cast cost 2 less to cast, and creatures I control get -1/-1. They're big, so I don't
That
care.
scares me.
Go.
Is it
I'm gonna blink
demons or
Norin.
is it
It's gonna come
clones, though, Phil? I know the
That
guy.
might be
I
player.
surveilled a March of Swirling Mist into the graveyard. Sulfur Falls, and my commander costs 7, so I'm just going to pass.
Oh, my Norin doesn't blink. All right. I will untap and draw. So let's see if I can do this correctly. I'm going to play a mountain. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to attack Phil with Norin, but Norin, when it attacks, is going to blink itself out, but I get a counter because my commander attacked briefly, and then post-combat, I'm going to spend 3 mana, and I'm going to play, I think a card I've never played before, Gimli of the Glittering Cave. So it's a 1/1 double striker that says when another legendary creature enters the battlefield under your control, it gets a +1/+1 counter, and then when it deals combat damage to a player, I get a treasure counter, a treasure token. So end step,
This is
my
disgusting.
friend Norin's going to
Pretty sick.
return. It'll add a counter to the Gimli, it'll add a counter to to the Tome of Legends.
No, you lost your counter. It's too late.
And then you get back to 0. Oops.
Oh, they're gone. I'm sorry.
And then you
Remember the rules. Okay, not a land.
That would actually be a fun rule.
Lands. Oh my god, it's worse than not a. Oh my god.
Wait, what could be worse than not a land?
What about a card that he never wants to draw and he just wants to mill? How about that? Tap, and play
Stop
our
playing
commander.
spells to pump the Gimli.
Let's play our commander, Tutsin, Gnome Champion.
Norrin,
So when it enters the battlefield, or another double-faced artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you mill 3 cards. Then you may put a artifact card from among them into your hand. And then it has craft of 6 artifacts. We'll get there when we get there. So I mill a Seat of the Synod, a Portal to Phyrexia, ooh la la, and a Spire of Industry. I'm just going to get the Seat of the Synod into my hand because it's an artifact. And then we're just going to play a land for the turn. It's going to be a Power Depot. Power Depot, it's an artifact land, enters the battlefield tapped. Taps for any color if it's an artifact spell or ability. And it also has Modular 1, which I pray will never be relevant, but nonetheless, I need to put a counter on it. Please do not blow it up.
Oh, Tomer's all in on the artifact lands here.
Yeah.
Yo, I live by them, I die by them, all right? Okay, and that's it. I pass.
All right, so Norrin comes back. Keep adding counters to my stuff.
Yeah. You're going to be drawing cards for the rest of your days.
I just can't find the mana.
No, I mean, it's one mana a turn for Phyrexian Arena. It's like not actually as cracked as it looks with all those counters, right?
Gimli is going to start like one-shotting people.
Gimli's
rather
kill
double
us.
strike dude
Gimli's
shotting
getting
people.
big, yeah.
I'm going to play a gorgeous mountain gifted to me by a fan in Amsterdam. Thanks again for this.
It's not yellow
S
border.
tier.
Get out of here.
I'm going to play a Felwar Stone. Somebody
Norrin, blank.
leaves, thank you. And then I'm going to play a Roaming Throne. And when it enters the battlefield, I choose a creature type.
This is bad.
It's going to be demon. Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's
it has
great.
more too.
No.
So don't.
I know this
bother
deck.
me
He just
targeting
plays the stupid Garuda and then he copies
Maybe-
clones forever and then we die.
If a triggered ability
Yeah, we
of a
might
creature
die
with
to
a chosen
Garuda.
type that triggers an additional time. So I just need the three.
No, it's not a Garuda clone deck. It's even.
It's a Garuda clone deck.
It's even demons.
It's
It's probably
even demons.
It's probably a
demon.
clone
But I
deck.
mean, he's gonna play some.
Clones are
demons.
technically demons when they copy demons, right?
There are more demons than clones in here.
You guys ready for the hot tech here? I start this turn with 2 lands. I play Stormcarved Coast. Okay, it's a untapped land. I'm gonna pay 3 mana. I'm gonna help you out, Seth. I'm gonna savor the moment. It says take an extra turn.
Wow.
Skip the untap of that extra turn.
How are you helping me out, Richard?
You're blinking.
I mean, you get more end steps.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll blink my Norrin.
We're gonna draw. So during my extra turn,
So Norrin comes back. I get more counters.
okay, I lied. I may not be helping you as much as I thought I was, but I will play.
Cast a
I will
spell, Richard,
play
for
an
1
Arena
mana.
of Glory.
Oh, yeah.
I end my
Ooh.
turn. I have 4 lands. I have successfully ramped a land. Go ahead.
All right. I will untap and draw,
The 3-mana blue explorer.
and
Damn.
I'll play a mountain.
What is this land setup? They're mismatched, but not really. You have 2 duplicate lands.
All right, so I'm gonna go to combat. Phil,
Oh my god, that
I'm going
thing
to
is big.
swing at you with this 5/5 double striking Gimli, and that's gonna blink my Norrin.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat the 10. I think.
Actually, okay, hang on. I guess technically I will attack you with the Norrin too. It does the same thing. It just gets an extra counter on my thing. Not that it really matters at this
What are
point.
you going to do
but
with
it
all
still
those
makes-
counters?
Yeah, I'm never gonna use the counters I already
The
have. I don't
Ozolith.
think, but
The Ozolith.
whew. All right, Gimli, and then do we do this?
I actually want
If
to
I do
take that
I
10
become our
because
enemy.
he's not going to swing the second one at Phil. So you're going
All
to
right,
just
I'm
take
gonna-
a 20.
So
I'm just gonna
make 2
brace.
treasures, right, off Gimli?
Yes, Gimli, so it'll double trigger, so I get two beautiful treasure tokens. I'm just gonna embrace being the bad guy this game, I think. I'm gonna play Perforos, God of the Forge.
Oh, God.
Perforos says, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, it does 2 damage to each opponent. Like, for example, this Norrin, which is very good at entering and leaving
yeah.
the battlefield. So I'm going to go to my end step. Norrin comes back. You each take 2 from my Perforos, and I keep adding counters to my things.
It begins.
And then you can go.
I need Mech Titan already, so I just get some life gain going. Please, it's just some decent draw, please. Oh my god, it's another Lades. What is this? All right, let's hope for something okay then. Let us play beautiful island. I'll just cast this and hopefully I draw into something that's good. Everyone's favorite, Dowsing Dagger.
Hey.
Well, that's pretty good.
When it enters the battlefield, target opponent creates 2/02 green plant creature tokens with Defender. Equipped creature goes +2/+1. And whenever it deals combat damage, the equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, it can transform it into a sweet, sweet land. I'm not going to give it to Seth because that would be 4 damage to each of us.
Please. Rose would not mind.
Give it to me. You can flip your dagger.
You can flip your dagger.
I mean, if you give it to me and flip your dagger too, I'll take the Tetson.
Please don't give it to Seth.
That's fine.
If I give you the plants, will you not hit me, Seth, for a turn?
Everyone kill
I
Tober.
promised I was not going to make little deals anymore.
Oh my God.
So I can't make that deal. That was a New Year's resolution, but
I'll give it to Phil.
Yes.
And this also triggers Tetson,
Heartless
by the way,
Summoning
'cause
makes them smaller too.
Oh yeah. So
He has
Tetson
Roman
triggers, by the
Throne.
way. It's a double face card. So I mill 3, Phyrexian Metamorph, Liberator, Urza's Battlethopter, and Thousand Moon Smithy. So I actually got 3 hits here. I'm going to take the Thousand Moon Smithy, and the other 2 go into my graveyard. Then I'm going to pay 2 more mana, and I'm going to equip the Dowsing Dagger to Tetson. I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing at Richard for 4 with Tetson.
What's the toughness on Tetson?
It's a 4/3.
I'll take 4 commander damage.
Okay.
1, 2.
4 commander damage. The Dowsing Dagger flips into Lost Veil. It tasks for 3 mana of any color. And then we'll cast a Thousand Moon Smithy.
Well, that card's pretty good.
Enters, it creates a Gnome Struck token. Its power and toughness is equal to the number of artifacts and or creatures you control. And then at the beginning of
That's not
main
a chump
phase, I can
blocker.
tap 5 untapped artifacts, blah, 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 and flip it. I'm going to get 2 triggers. I'm going to get a Tetson trigger, and I'm going to make a Gnome Struct. Mystic Forge, Dowsing Device, and a Plains. I'll take the Dowsing Device. All right, that's it for me.
So end of turn, Norn comes back. It triggers my stuff, so I get counters. More importantly, you each take a 2 from Perforos again.
This is going to be a
Did we
fast
actually
game,
just
I
die
feel.
to Garuda?
To Garuda, I mean, it's fixed companions. I gotta pay for it. So
That
I'm
is
gonna-
true.
I mean,
One,
no, but he's
two,
gonna
three,
get a
four.
double runes.
He can do it in 2 turns.
So first of all, I'm gonna play an exotic orchid. Okay, I'm going to play Talisman of Dominance.
Blink.
Lauren leaves. Yep.
Yep.
Then for 4 mana, and then I'll play my commander. It's Belacor, the Dark Master. It will scry on cast. So let's do this real quick. Yeah. We keep this on top. It enters the battlefield. You draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of demons you control. I currently control 2 demons. And talking about 2, it also triggers twice. So I'll draw 4 cards and lose 4 life, down to 22.
Wowzies.
Greatness.
How
at
do we
end
stop
cost.
this?
And I have 7 cards in hand. Pass.
End of turn. Norn,
Yep.
gonna come back, get some counters on things,
More.
and everyone take 2.
I feel like the game's over in like next
Can
turn.
I kill Phil before he kills me?
We're gonna cast Solemn. I'm gonna grab
yes.
an island.
Look at that surge foiling.
Is that the one with the cat marks?
It is. And then I'm going to play my land for the turn, which will be Arid Archway. I'm going to return probably Sulphur Falls. And then I have 2, 4, 6 cards in hand. I'm going to pass the turn.
End of turn. Norn's gonna come back. Everyone's gonna take 2. And then I'm gonna spend one of my treasures. Rather than adding a counter, I'm just gonna spend that counter I would get to draw a card with the Tome of Legends here using treasure mana.
I've never seen so many counters on Tome of Legends in my life.
Yeah,
Yep.
me either. And then I'm gonna untap.
He hasn't used a single one.
I just used one. I used one.
Imagine
I
if you could
finally
like
used
move
one.
them all over to something else and then it'd be like, oh, popping off. I don't
Oh,
know.
wow.
Helix Panic.
So the second mode on your commander,
Right.
Phil, is whenever another demon enters, you get to deal damage equal to its power to any target.
That is correct.
So if you
yes.
Garuda and
do
you
it
copy
twice.
Garuda a bunch of times, that's like 6 damage each Garuda.
There are clones in here, but I think 4.
Okay, so you're not like a full-on clone
Maybe
deck. You have a few
5,
clones, but
maybe
you're not.
more.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Maybe
gets
8.
two
it's gonna be
Garuda
crazy.
triggers.
Maybe
I'm not gonna-
10.
And then for each demon he gets back with, and including Garuda itself, he gets to do 2 Bellicor damage triggers.
Correct.
I actually have to think about this.
I'm pretty sure we can if he casts Garuda, no?
But can I somehow kill Phil? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh man, I'm actually very close to killing Phil, but I don't think I can quite do it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Um,
Jesus Christ.
Even with the
Well,
peripherals triggers on everyone else's turn.
All right, I gotta do this. I want to do something else, but I'm just going to preemptively avoid this death thing with the One Ring.
Of course it is.
The card draw, not super relevant here. Protection from everything into my next turn, though, seems like it might be kind of relevant. That's going to blink out the Norin. Tomer. I think Gimli is going to come towards you. It's
so close
a 9/9 double
you just
strike.
need 2 more artifacts.
Yeah, I'll block. I'll chump with my gnome struct.
Okay. And then I'm going to play this Valakut Awakening as a land, which I'll flip in a second. End of turn, Norin's going to come back. I will get a counter. I will get a counter. And y'all will take 2 more.
Yowzas.
And then go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna have a really crazy turn, y'all. I'm gonna
Let's see it. Let's see.
You'll see. You'll all be dead. You'll all be like, "Wow, we should have taken that Tomer. We should have respected the Tetsun."
I mean, Tetsun does some cool value stuff. I
what
like
Onduit
it.
version? Unfortunately, you've not.
I do not run
play
Onduit
that.
version.
White.
Yeah, you have all of these mana rocks. So
Yeah, I have a trigger on Thousand Moon Smithy. I'm gonna ignore it for now. We're gonna play another double face artifact, the Ever Flowing Well. When it enters the battlefield, mill 2 cards
You get
and
to
draw
flip
2
it too,
cards,
right?
and then Tetsun triggers again.
So
I'm
my
going to
Norin
mill
going to do
2 and then draw 2 and then Tetsun trigger. So I'm going to mill Eye of Osier Tack and a Polluted Delta, and I'm going to draw 2. And then Tetsun is going to trigger. I'm going to mill 3. Mirrodin Besieged. Is it Boilerworks? And Sojourner's Companion. I'm going to put the Sojourner's Companion into my hand. The other 2 are going to go into the graveyard. So before I die, I just wanted to do something very cute. And this is a new tech card that I've been forcing into all my decks. I'm going to pay 2 mana, and we're going to cast Cleansing Wildfire, targeting my indestructible Silverbuff Bridge. It says, destroy target land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle their library, draw a card. Now, importantly, the land doesn't need to be destroyed in order for me to search my library and get a basic. So the Silverbuff Bridge is destroyed, but it's indestructible, so it lives. And then I get to ramp out a basic, tapped, and then draw a card.
Actually, is that like the best mono red ramp spell? Are there enough indestructible lands for it to actually be a consistent plan?
It's pretty funny at the very least. So I'm getting a basic island, and then maybe I draw into something that's decent. Who knows? Nope, that doesn't save us. We'll pay 2, and we'll cast Dowsing Device.
Oh, he's gonna have
another.
He's gonna untap with like 1,000 mana.
Whenever another so it's Dowsing Device says whenever another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, up to 1 target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains haste until on the turn. Then transform it if you control 4 or more artifacts. So Tetsun gets +1/+0. It flips immediately. It becomes Geode Grotto. It's a land cave. Trigger Tetsun. 1, 2. Oh, wow, I whiffed. I have 53 hits in the deck, and I whiffed.
Ouch. That's
2 lands and a Storm the Vault. And then we're going to play an Exotic Orchard. I need a blocker. I'm going to hardcast Sojourner's Companion. It has affinity for artifacts since it's a 4/4, and it has artifact land cycling to find my indestructible lands to make my Cleansing Wildfire more reasonable. All right, that's it.
End of turn.
Everybody takes 2.
Reappears. Everyone takes 2.
I did what my deck came out.
Does Overflowing Well not flip? When does it actually flip?
Upkeep.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
This might be my final cool thing, but it is gonna be a cool thing. So I'm gonna draw.
Yeah, let's see if we die.
Even demons.
I'm gonna play an island, and I don't even know if that's the right thing to do because I could do something safer, but that's what I came here to do. So 3 mana, companion tax. Put this into my hand. You're gonna find out what it does soon. I'm gonna add double black and dip and blue. I'm gonna cast Garuda. On cast, I will, sure to do that, and I will scry.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna go to the bottom. Multiple triggers. Belacor says, whenever another demon enters the battlefield under your control, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. That's 6. It triggers twice. Both target Gimli.
Wait.
Right.
Is it 5 because of Heartless Summoning?
Oh, it is.
Oh, yeah,
5.
it actually is going to be
enough
5.
To not kill Gimli with the first.
Which actually changes.
When you get a Garuda trigger, right?
I do get 2 Garuda
Garuda's
triggers.
going to happen. So you're hitting Gimli for 10 then?
Yes. So
okay,
Gimli
has
takes
10
10
damage on it.
just as I took 10 from Gimli. So we're even.
Gimli's still alive.
It's called Retribution.
So when Garuda enters the battlefield, each player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard, put a creature card with even converted mana cost from among them onto the battlefield under your control. So everybody mills 4.
I hit 0.
Oh no,
Zero
my boom
creatures.
pile. And
I
my
got
2 lands, treasure map, chaos.
Oh, I don't
Anger,
think I.
Solemn, and Ethereum Sculptor in 1 land.
Yeah, so
I see the clone.
there are. I mean, I'm not gonna not play clones here, okay? Anything
Yeah.
beyond that.
Wait. Then it's just a Garuda deck.
It's a Garuda deck.
Hey, it's a cool guild.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is.
I thought it was even
It's
demons.
a flash duplicate. It is.
I mean,
demon.
Garuda's a demon.
And it's a
Clones,
demon
the
now.
clones are demons
Oh,
now.
Garuda's a demon?
Garuda is technically a demon.
I have
Okay.
anger in my graveyard, by the way, so my things have haste. Watch out.
I will cast a flash duplicate. It can enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature that's on the battlefield. It has vanishing 3 though.
Yeah, I
what
wonder-
could it
I
be?
wonder
I
what Phil
copied
might
my plant
copy.
token.
Nor
I'm gonna copy this Garuda, which
Yeah.
means it will die to the legend rule. But
You have 3 Garuda triggers on the stack.
yeah, there's 2 to 5 damage triggers, and there's also still a Garuda trigger on the stack. But this one resolves first, so these.
Yep.
I'm gonna use this die to count how many Garuda triggers we have. So first of all, I shoot 10. Gimli takes 5.
Yeah, Gimli's down.
I'm gonna shoot the Solemn. I don't want to make too many enemies for now.
You're going to have to shoot everything, I think, if this keeps going the
I'm gonna
way
drop
it
I do get
seems.
2 Garuda triggers, so I'm gonna resolve one of them. Everybody mill 4. 4. Okay.
I have a board.
Oh,
I
I
got
think the clone.
a Scavenge
He's the
Brawler.
I don't think I
nothing.
care what you milled.
Yeah.
Can you win with milling? Can you just
I
mill
did
everyone out? Is actually the
kind of
question.
hit a Mirror Hall Mimic, which is a clone. I'm
Yep.
gonna do the same thing again. Hey!
And it's 2 each time.
I think because
So,
there's
I'm
this
gonna
many and he has 5 clones, he's going to get his whole deck out, right? Because there's 4 Garuda triggers sitting there.
But he mills are
Actually,
that's
with the
only
roaming crone, that
offers.
might kind of happen. So 2 triggers. I'm gonna shoot the Companion and Tetsun.
Okay. Tetsun will go back to the command zone.
I will resolve another Garuda trigger. I promise there's no clone in here. I lied. Oh no, it's bad. Oh, there's a demon.
Would you like my Rose Room Treasurer, Phil? It
No
isn't
hits
even.
for you.
Oh, I have
I
Fairy
got my
Artisan.
Mech Titan cores here.
Seth is trying to kill us. I gotta do this. I'm gonna do the Spark Double. Spark Double copies Garuda. This time it ignores the legendary rule and it enters with a counter.
How many clones is
That
that already? You said
means-
you had 4, so that you have no more in your deck, right?
I have at least I have 5 that I can think of, but so far I haven't built anything that I didn't
I
think
can
of.
only think of 5.
Talking about
Oh,
5.
He has
yeah.
5 Garuda triggers. That's
5
20
triggers.
cards
Okay.
in.
Okay, Toma and Richard take 5.
Yeah,
oh, actually,
I'm not going to
this one
live to
enters with a
see
counter. So
if there's a
it's 6.
final clone or not. I'm at 19.
Okay, so I'm at 22.
Okay, now we resolve another one. Oh, I have a
Does anyone else
O'Hare
have
Happy
clones in their
Jack.
deck?
Nothing for you.
There's no clone here. This one will die, so I guess I take the...
Phil didn't hit
Hey,
a clone.
I have O'Hare, but if I die, they go away.
You're right.
So this is
Yeah.
O'Hare.
Oh no.
But my Panharmonica.
And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
who would have
Another
thought?
clone.
The Garuda deck has a lot of clones
Imagine
in it.
that's what Garuda does.
Okay.
That's what I said it would be.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta play Grixis, and Grixis sucks, so I play the thing I kind of wanted to play for quite some time, so deal with it. Look what Seth is doing, he would have killed us. Also, I'm just gonna copy the non-legendary Garuda now, so this one stays, and it will shoot everybody of you two for 5. Okay?
5?
We're going again.
I
We're
missed.
milling
Yeah.
again?
Yeah, we're doing it again.
I have Consecrated.
No
Sphinx.
Greek.
Oh, my Wake the Pass. That would have been
Consecrated Sphinx. Good God.
Inverted, Ice
Well,
Bird.
thankfully, they're going to die, so it probably doesn't.
Hey, you don't know that. I can be hardy.
Nothing
I
for
can
me.
survive.
Just my mass reanimation spell that
Where's
I
your One
definitely
Ring?
want to mill.
I'm gonna take the swings, so let's go down to 3. Everybody mill.
Worm Coil and Fairy Mastermind.
Seize the Day, Razortide Bridge, Held Fountain.
No.
Nothing for you.
I could get a demon, but it doesn't even have power. Nah, I'm just gonna get the Fairy Mastermind.
That'll
It
die
dies.
immediately, right?
It dies. You
Oh, it's
want
a
Worm
2-1.
Coil.
Yeah, I guess I got demons. Right, we're playing demons over here.
Oh, you want
Hey.
Demon? Okay, you're getting Demon.
Yeah,
What
I shoot you
happens?
both for -1. Take that.
You each gain a
I gain life.
So,
I would take
another
the Garuda.
Garuda.
No creatures.
Ooh, O'Hare Axonal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm
Nothing.
gonna ping you guys for 5 instead. And I'm gonna get Demon Lord Belzenlock. When it enters the battlefield, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. Wait, it deals damage to you. Oh, no. Does this kill me?
Oh, you're gonna kill yourself?
It might.
Hey, great, it's at any cost.
Good.
At this point, I did the thing already. Okay, I get 2 of those triggers, and I get 2 of the shoot triggers.
Oh, there's
so
2
you
of them,
take
that's right.
5, and then I
5 more.
resolve this trigger 2 times. It says, when it enters the battlefield, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card, then put that card in your hand. If that card's converter cost is 4 or greater, repeat this process, and it deals 1 damage to me.
Oh, it only deals
each
1
card
damage.
put into your hand. Okay, I'm going to exile. Oh,
Wow.
This one.
That's
this
safe.
goes into my hand, right? And then
you take 1, right?
That's fine. And then I exile again. It's a ring. That means I get
he doesn't have the mana.
That is also painful. Look, it's demons.
Wait,
and
what does he keep flipping its whole?
He has to have something with mana value 4 or greater for less than 4 for it to fizzle. Yeah,
we're almost done here. 1 Garuda trigger. Everybody myth. 4. I whiffed.
Oh,
I have
nothing for you.
Nothing for you.
Reclamation.
Nothing. Wow, 16 cards. No.
Well, my whole deck is in my graveyard.
What's that? 3.
It's a little problematic.
Look at this. Last Garuda trigger. It's not that bad.
Last one. Come on, no clone.
There's another one? I thought you said that was the last
there's
one.
one more. And the Solem. Something.
I got nothing.
Oh, Toma.
A gate
roaming
instigator.
throne.
Yeah, I take the roaming throne. Okay, you guys are lucky that this roaming throne entered just now. It will, however,
it's a demon, right?
Wow, what a turn.
I mean, that's what I came here to do. You feel free to kill me now. I mean, I guess that was the plan.
Okay.
Yeah,
let me get off
so,
that
one. Yeah.
It's 3 Bellacore triggers, right? Toma take 6. Richard take 3.
Oh, this means Richard can't cast a spell during
I can't
his
cast a
turn.
spell.
He
Right?
dies.
I'm gonna die to. Well, I
you
could,
die to the Norin.
Yeah, I could take it.
Unless you get rid of the Perforos. Is that the end of your turn, Phil?
So yeah, I can attack with this. And
Oh, right, you haven't attacked yet.
I guess I'll swing
You
it.
just kill me, right? If I take,
kill
is it 2?
Richard and
If it's
Toma,
2, I die
it's-
when Norin happens.
Yeah. I just kill you two. Sorry, the ring. Well, I'm gonna discard some cards.
At the end of the turn, yeah, Norin's gonna come back. Gimli's gone, so I don't get to do that, but Phil will take 2.
Well, I'm told I take 2 as well, and then we die.
Yes, and you all take the 2 as well. Phil's at 8. I'm pretty confident, unless he's got a free counter that I just win here.
I like how everyone's at like 0 sets at 40.
Yeah,
I did a lot of the
That one ring's
damage,
a
and
hell
then
of a
I
drug.
noped out of the key turn. Yeah. So wait, is it my turn now, Phil? Are we?
Yep.
All right.
Do your worst.
I will untap and draw. I'm going to play Urza's Saga just as a land for the turn. Not going to be relevant all the other modes. And then I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am going to cast a new Foundations card, Twin Flame Tyrant. So Twin Flame says, whenever a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals double damage instead. So this will trigger Perforos, which is normally 2 damage, but now it's going to be 4 damage. It's going to blink the Norin.
I mean, the Norin's gonna get blinked. I do have a Pact of Negation here, though.
Okay.
So I need to pay 5
Yes,
next
you have to
turn.
counter that. I got to draw with the 1 ring and hope I can hit something. Wait, how many creatures do you have, Phil? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, no. Wait, direct is this.
9?
9.
Westman's Act off the top. Do you have another counter?
I do not. Oh, no.
That might win it.
You actually had exactly 9 creatures too.
Yeah.
That's all I got
How
for
did you
now.
recover from this?
End of turn, Norin comes back 2 to Phil from
2
Perforo.
down
He has to
6.
recover without playing spells, so he needs to
I get
gain
another
life.
counter, and yeah, go ahead.
I do have to pay 5 for the pact, so that is blue.
I mean, technically, you don't have
Blue.
Go out on your own terms.
So I got 2 mana left to do something here.
Ouch.
I will draw for turn. 3 mana left to do something. 1, 2. I'll play.
You get a whole
Cabal
turn cycle
Ritual.
if you do nothing.
Norin blinks.
Add 3 mana. Instead, add 5 mana if you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard, which I don't think I need to count this. I am going to cast a 1 ring.
Yeah.
Am I greedy enough to
Yeah,
tap
and then
it?
you just keep cloning you with your leftover clones.
Yeah. Where's your Phyrexian Metamorph now?
We have seen
Didn't
that
I
before.
think I
You
I
saw
had
the
the
Metamorph
Metamorph.
already, but maybe
Yeah,
you can reanimate it.
I'm living. It's a demon.
Might as
deck.
Living
well
dangerously.
Why not?
We might as well.
I'm going to draw past the turn.
Demonic tutor?
Oh, God.
All right. So Norin returns. It triggers Perforos, but that doesn't really do anything because it's damage, and Phil's got protection. So I do get another tome counter, which has proven to be less helpful than I expect. I have 18 counters, and I've activated it once, I think. Untap and draw for a turn. I don't think I can kill Phil through the ring. So I got to take 1 from my 1 ring. Down to 39. I'll play a mountain. I guess I'm wondering. I'm in a One Ring. Draw 2. Oh yeah, my Saga also takes up to 2. I don't think I have a way to beat One Ring. I don't have a fog meta card.
I think
I guess
will
I'll
beat me. It's fine.
I guess I'll remove one of these counters to draw another card. Oh, How many cards you got in hand, Phil?
5.
Okay. I'm going to spend 5 mana. I'm going to play a Zealous Conscripts. So when it enters, I get to gain control of a permanent that opponent controls until end of turn. You untap it, it gains haste, blah, blah, blah. If that resolves, I'd like to target your One Ring.
Sure.
But all that's going to happen is it's going to legend rule with my One Ring. So to the graveyard with your One Ring.
That's I can live with this.
That does blink my Norin. And yeah, I'll just pass. Norin will come back. I'll get a counter. Doesn't hurt you because you're One Ring still. And go ahead.
Okay, right here. This has got to be it. Surveyors go. Okay.
Time for Surveyors.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You can ramp, I think.
I'm going to play Unholy Annex and go into the next room.
Norin will blink.
We'll create a 6/6 demon. And then at the beginning of your end, it's a 5/5 demon. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a demon, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Otherwise you lose 2 life. So, man, this is risky. So in my end step, it happens. I will draw a card and gain 2, you lose 2.
I will take 2, but then Norin will come back and you'll take the 2 that you just gained from the Perforos.
Then I pass.
All right, let's see if we can actually close this. I'm going to untap. I'm going to take 2 from my One Ring, so I'm down to 35.
Getting there.
And I think I gotta be able to close this out now. So my Saga's gonna trigger. I will do the technically correct play, which is float a colorless mana. I don't think it's really gonna matter. I will see. I don't even know if I have anything left now that Phil milled me so much. I'm gonna fail to find. I do not have any cheap artifacts left in my deck. I'm just going to use this floating mana and then tap 4 more lands. I'm going to play a Terror of the Peaks. So Terror of the Peaks says that whenever another creature enters under your control, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. So when Terror enters, it'll trigger Perforos. So Phil will take 2. It'll blink my
so
Norin.
end step, I'm dead.
And then end step, you will take 4 if this works, because I'll get 2 and 2, and that'll be lethal.
I'll do it.
I did the thing. No regrets.
You did the thing. All right. End step. Norin comes back. Ping, ping, and Norin getting the job done.
Wow. I mean, at least we can do it. Game 2. That was pretty quick.
Yeah, we gotta do game 2, I guess.
The game 2 is going to be the exact same, right? Like, I have no answer to you casting Garuda.
There's no Perforos, there's no clock.
Oh, my deck might be different. Yeah, my deck might not have Perforos.
But like, I think Garuda just clones and we lose, no?
I mean, if we kill the whatchamacallit.
You just got to kill him quick.
The roaming throne.
Before Garuda comes down. Or
the roaming throne was key. Oh, we got to shuffle positions.
Ugh, last.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Flashing.
I guess Scalding Tarn pass. And I'm going to surveil again.
All right. I mean, if I'm playing Norin, I got to do what the Norin came here to do, which is run out my commander to start the blinking and go ahead.
I'm going to surveil as well. Roxas Theater, and I'll surveil to the top and go.
All right. Draw. Okay. Razor Tide Bridge. Artifact land indestructible tapped. Pass.
That was your first land last game too, wasn't it?
It was a different one. I'm running 3 of them.
I mean, you got to have something to Cleansing Wildfire.
Like, yeah.
We'll keep on top. Okay. Draw. Storm Carved Coast tapped. Pass the turn.
Alrighty. We will untap and play a Arena of Glory as our land for the turn. I can haste things up maybe in the future. And then 1 and 2. Let's just go Thought Vessel. Mana Rock, no max hand size. Blinks out, doesn't really do anything. And go ahead.
I'm going to draw. Oh, we've seen this before, and I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it twice. The land. And then I'll play a Thanos Glove. It's Arcane Signet, and go.
Okay. We are going to play a Training Center. No, we have to just do it. So I kept a very sus hand because it had an indestructible land. And who would have guessed another Wildfire?
That's Psycho. Actually really good.
That's actually pretty good here.
And then draws ramps out a land. It's like a Rampant Growth that draws a card. I'm going to get a island. All right, go ahead. Oh, and then I draw a card.
How many indestructible lands do you have in the deck, Tomer? Is it just the 3, or do you have more?
I have 3, and then I have the Sojourner's Companion to tutor it, and then I have a very cool tech, Whir of Invention, to put it onto the battlefield.
All right, I'm going to play Palantir or Thack.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we're going to figure out what it does right now, because at the beginning of your end step, put an influence counter on it, and then scry 2. Target opponent may have you draw a card. If that player doesn't, mill X cards, where X is the number of influence counters, and then that player loses life equal to the total mana value. I bought them both.
Both. That's
so
good.
now it's a blind one. I'm going to choose Phil.
I mean, let me see what I take. I'm not going to give you the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, you got
So
it.
I mill one, the One Ring.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very artisan.
Wait. No,
That's just one.
You just
That's
mill
one.
one. Phil takes
So
four.
you take four.
already regretting it.
You actually lucked out. I have some expensive spells in my deck.
Okay.
All right, I will untap. I guess actually, technically, my Norn blinked out. It just doesn't matter at this point. So I will untap and draw. Ooh, okay. I'm going to play a mountain, and I am going to tap 2 mana and play Dowsing Device, which we saw this earlier. It flips into a land that gives haste eventually once you get 4 artifacts, which I only got 2 right now. It's going to blink out Norin, and then I'm going to spend 2 mana, and we're going to start getting some synergies going here with a Impact Tremor. So whenever a creature that I control enters, each opponent takes 1 damage. And then I'll go to my end step. Norin returns. Pew pew. Everyone takes 1. And go ahead.
It's happening again. That's
I mean, it's kind of what Norin does. Like that's...
Well, now I'm actually doing the same. Well, I'm not going to complain. So I'm going to play a Talisman of Dominance. Yeah. It's a Heartless Summoning.
Oh, boy.
And I'm going to play a...
All right, we got to kill Phil.
Literally the last game.
And also
Norin goes away.
Yeah, Norin blinks.
Yes, Norin is going to blink out from the Heartless or the Mana Rock. It'll come back. Everyone will take 1 on Phil's end step.
Yeah.
The problem again, but Seth won.
I mean, Seth is also the problem too. It's now my turn. Okay. This card is awkward. Whatever. I'm going to just do it. I'm going to play Polluted Delta. Ugh, am I going to take 3? Am I really taking 3?
I mean, you can get a basic Tomer. You got to have 20 of them in your deck.
Yeah, why does he?
I'm going to crack the Delta, and I'm going to get because I need specific mana. Okay, so I'm going to lose 3 life to do all that. And then we're going to play our commander. Tetsun enters the battlefield, mill 3. Capitoline Triad, Canoptic Scarab Swarm, and Chief Engineer. I can get the Scarab Swarm back into my hand.
All right, Norin blinks.
And then for my last manas, I'm going to play Dire Flail. It's an equipment. The creature gets +2/+0. Equip of 1, craftive artifact, and 5 mana, but it's a flip artifact. So Tetsun goes again. Oh no. Oh, I got a Silver Bluff Bridge.
Oh, wow. Saved by the artifact land. I thought you whiffed.
53 artifacts in the deck, baby.
All right. So end step, Norin comes back. Everyone takes 1.
I have to discard down to hand size. We'll discard Seize the Day, which has flashback. It's an extra combat spell.
All right.
And I'm done.
I'm going to play an island. I'm going to cast Scampering Surveyor, which lets me ramp a cave.
No,
I got to ramp because we got Palantir. So I'm going to grab Sunken Palace.
Ooh, if he's
Spellslinger,
that's crazy, yeah.
It's good in literally every deck. You don't need to be Spellslinger. You don't need to be anything.
Phil helps. Phil helps fill the graveyard, too.
I think if Phil fills my graveyard, I die. So I don't want him to help.
Nope.
I'm good, Phil. Thank you. I appreciate the sentiments.
I think it's happening whether we like it or not.
So Palantir triggers, scry 2, double... Wait, actually, do I double bottom? Yeah, double bottom. Seth.
Oh, so okay. So Norin's going to return because it's end step. 1 to everyone, and then I will let you mill the 2 and take the damage. It's only 2. How much can it hurt?
Forbid
3
and 3.
Oh, okay, just 3. I can survive 3.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to untap and draw for the turn. I'm going to play a Strip Mine as my land for the turn, and I am going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 manas to play a Throne of Eldraine.
Whoa.
It's a mana rock that makes 4 mana, but I can only spend mono-colors, but I'm going to choose red. You got to choose a color. We're going to pay 3 and tap it to draw some cards. Draw 2 cards. That'll blink my Norin, and I'm going to use Throne of Eldraine. I'm going to play Gimli again. That's the thing. It gets a bunch of counters. End step, Norin comes back.
We all lose a life.
You each take 1, thanks to Impact Tremors, and I will start getting counters on my Gimli. So counter number 1, and then go ahead.
All right, let's draw land. Whoop. Oh, there was not a land, and also...
Is there a week? I regret not playing white, 1 hour revelation, and the game is instantly won.
It would end me.
On the
It
spot.
would end me.
One farewell, and the game is instantly won on the spot.
And I'm even gonna miss a land drop. It's the LGS pickup game experience.
Are you playing another mana rock as you miss land drops?
No, I am going to play a demon. It is Demon of Dark Schemes. When it enters, all other creatures get -2/-2.
Oh, that gets the Gimli. That's pretty good.
I gotta
gets
Gimli before it happens.
That gets my Tetsun too.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, I was thinking it was bigger.
It also gets the Surveyor. So that means 3 creatures died.
What do you do with all this energy?
For 3 mana and 4 energy, I can put a creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control tapped. Land drops are for losers. Pass.
Norin's back.
One.
Everyone take one.
Let's see what we get. Come on.
Okay, so it's not Garuda turn next turn because he missed a land drop.
Yeah, so we don't got to worry about Garuda yet.
We'll pay 2 mana and we'll cast Ethereum Sculptor. Artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast.
Blink.
And then we just play a Silver Bluff Bridge as land for the turn. And then I'll pay 2 more mana, thanks to the reduction from the Sculptor, to play Scrap Trawler. Whenever it or another artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, return to your hand target artifact card in your graveyard with lesser mana value. And that is it.
End of turn. Norin. 1/1/1 to everybody. We're getting there.
Same game.
1 damage at a time. It kind of is.
1, 2, 3. We're gonna Everflowing Well. So when it enters, mill 2 cards, then draw 2 cards, descend 8, it flips. Knowledge Exploitation. Lucky you guys didn't pluck that off.
I didn't hit that.
The Palantir and a Skyclave Relic. And then I'm going to draw 2. I'm going to play a Sulphur Falls. I'm going to pay 3 mana. I'm going to play a Morph card.
Ooh. Willbender. It's gotta be.
Gotta be Willbender.
I wonder if anyone even knows that joke anymore. That's such a boomer joke. I wonder if people are Willbender. What are they talking about?
So end step, Norn comes back. We take 1.
Ouch. 28.
Norin returns.
And then I'm going to scry to double bottom. So we're on 3. Seth.
Mill him. I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling lucky. It's a blind draw. It's a blind draw.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So Lorien Reveal, Mirren Safe House, and Wayfarer's Bauble.
All right, 9 down to 28. All right, I will untap and draw.
Oh.
So I wanted to draw some cards here, but instead, I think what we need to do is
remember, if you win the game, we stop drawing cards, so you don't want to pass that.
Good point.
Remember that.
So I'm gonna tap my Norin, which is not suspicious at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
And vote?
7.
City of Fire?
Oh, you know this card.
It's a fire.
Richard.
Yeah,
you know
City
this
on
card.
Fire.
No.
Oh, God.
Fire.
Okay,
it
now
says if a source you control would deal damage, it deals triple damage instead. This is gonna blink out my Norin.
Oh, yeah.
And then on my end step, when Norin comes back, you're gonna take 1, but that's tripled. So 3 to everyone this time instead of 1 to everyone.
Hey, I don't want to say it, but does anybody ever fail? I'll untap. I will draw. Okay, I will try to find a land here because this is getting a bit scary. Bitter Reunion. When it enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Norin, get lost. I'm going to discard this Nightscape Familiar because it would die anyways. And then I'll draw 2. And there's a land. Oh, there is a land. It is a Thespian stage. How do we deal with this?
Just die. Once your life total gets 0, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Once you die, you don't need to worry about it. So.
I'm just gonna do this. I'm copying some demons, so I'm gonna use Mirror Hall Mimic to copy Demon of Dark Schemes.
No,
sorry if this feels a little bit staxy. Yeah. Everything gets -2, -2 again.
No.
You would?
Yeah.
Wait, what does this kill though? Does this kill via Tomer stuff?
No. But I needed for improvise. I would have dealt with the City on Fire.
All right. I get to reveal my morph card. You ready for it?
Sorry.
Zoetic Cavern.
Richard's
we have talked about it.
So that's 3. So I get 6.
Oh, you can
sorry, I
reanimate
needed
now.
the energy. Yeah. And then I pass. Actually, I'm gonna swing it at Seth here. He deserves it. For 4. Oh, it got -2. It's actually it's only 2 damage now.
2.
Yeah,
I will take the mighty 2 from that big demon over there, and then turn my 1-drop will return,
Sorry,
and you'll take
I had a
3.
trigger from Scrap Trawler. I get 2 triggers, but I can only do one of them. Scrap Trawler will return the Ethereum Sculptor back to my hand, and I have nothing to get back with the Ethereum Sculptor.
Okay. End of turn. Norn returns 3 to everyone.
Yeah. I had an answer for
I paid
City
too
on
much
Fire,
for this mirror hall
but
mimic.
now I
actually.
don't. Mountain. And then I think I have Exact Seas for Ethereum Sculptor and Tetsun. Yes. Ethereum Sculptor is back. And then I pay the rest of my mana with a 1 mana discount to cast.
Norin blinks.
Tetsun comes back. Mill 3. Oh, come on. Oh, wow. A whiff.
It's a glory.
But I have Glory in my graveyard.
Is that your Hebrew one, Tomer? The special? Yeah.
Yeah. I get paid 3 mana, 2 and a white, and all my creatures get protection from the color of my choice until end of turn if I control planes, but I don't. So it doesn't even work right now. All right, that's it.
End of turn.
1, 2, 3.
Bolt everyone's face with Norin returning.
Everflowing Well has Descend 8. Now we gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh.
Wow.
Hey, perfect.
What does it even do? I don't know. Let's see. When you cast a permanent spell using mana produced by this land, up to 1 target permanent you control becomes a copy of that spell until end of turn.
I've never really understood how to use that card.
I don't know.
Honestly.
Just use that.
I played it in Mishra, and it's fine.
I mean, it's
Tomer?
ramp.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Do you don't play Ondu inversion in your deck? What kind of ridiculousness is this?
I do not know.
Do you have any answers to Seth in your deck?
I do, but you won't be able to use it this turn.
What do you mean? Is it an instant or sorcery?
It's an artifact.
So your answer is
Tomer,
no.
are you a boom piler?
Would Phil have an answer? Phil is Garuda.
We saw most of Phil's deck. It looked like a lot of clones and demons.
As long as it removes enchantments, we're good to go, right?
Let me check my
Yeah, if you get rid of the city
So the
on
problem
fire, the
is,
clock
so
slows.
I have an answer to enchantments, but you can only activate it on your upkeep. So that has already passed.
Okay, I guess this is what it comes down to. So I'm just going to have Mystic Sanctuary. I have 3 islands. I have 2 islands and Thundering Falls. So when it enters untapped, I can return an instant or sorcery to the top of your library. We'll put Lorien Revealed on top. And then I'm going to play Fairy Artisan.
Well, you're going to get some Norins.
Oh, yeah.
And then Thematic Compass.
Yeah.
Ivory Tower.
No.
It's
Can't
great. I have
redeem it
0
live.
cards in hand.
Wow.
So we Palantir 4.
Norin returns 3 to everyone.
I get a Norin.
Whoa.
Wait, does my Norin exile itself and come back all the time?
Yeah, it does all the things. It also
So I
It's
have
going to be
permanently
a
have a
token,
Norin
so it's
now?
never going to come back. Yeah.
Oh, it never comes back. Okay. So now we scry 2, 1 bottom, and then Seth, I choose you.
It's 4. All right. Yeah, that's too much. It's too much. I'm done gambling. You can draw your draw your silly card.
A compass also flips, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, we're gonna untap. Let's see what we draw. I only have 2 cards in hand.
We all dead.
This is actually kind of hilarious.
You just
All right,
play
so
like 2 or 3 creatures. One.
I don't know how this
one
is gonna work
Crankle
out.
or 1 Siege Gang.
I don't know what's gonna happen here, but we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna tap Throne of Eldraine.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna make 4 red mana. So I have 1 left over. I'm gonna use 3 of the red mana to cast a Velociraptor, probably better known as Rampaging Ferocidon.
Oh,
so
we're dead.
whenever another creature enters the battlefield,
Oh.
it deals 1 damage to that creature's controller.
Oh, I'm dead.
Richard also gets 1.
Richard also gets 1.
Oh, I get
The
1.
problem with this play is City on Fire actually triples the damage to me as well. So I will also have to take triple damage from Norin entering to the Velociraptor.
Oh, my God.
Well, first I'm going to cast it. It's going to blink to Norin. My Velociraptor is going to enter, and then Richard's going to get a copy of the Velociraptor.
So I
His
take 3.
Velociraptor is going to trigger my Velociraptor, so he's going to take 3. And then to slow Phil down a smidge.
Slow. Are we all dead? What?
Wait.
I don't think people are actually dead, but I wanted to play this card anyway. I'm going to play a Meek Stone. So it says creatures with power 3 or greater don't untap during their controller's untap step.
That doesn't stop Phil at all.
Heartless
He has
Summonings.
Heartless Summoning.
Doesn't it stop the demon from attacking at
It
least?
does.
Untapping?
Oh,
Okay,
they're 4
yeah,
floors?
yeah.
Okay.
That's what I get for attacking. Why do I even do this?
That is 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts. So my dowsing device is going to flip around into land form.
Yeah, so give it haste.
Oh, yes. My Velociraptor gets +1/+0 in haste. Richard has blockers. Well, Phil does not have blockers.
Yeah, the Mimic cloned one. That's why I...
Oh, the Mimic is an untapped clone. I see. All right. So I guess I can't attack. So end of turn, Norin will come back.
Wait, what does City on Fire say?
No.
You take 4 or 6?
What?
I messed up. I did mess up. There is an extra impact tremors in there. We took the 3 from the Velociraptor, but not the impact tremors from the Velociraptor entering. So actually everyone takes 3 more. So now we go to the end step. So let me see if we can do this correctly. So Norin enters.
Yeah.
That's going to trigger 2 Velociraptors. Their damage is tripled, right? If a source so Richard's is not tripled, mine is tripled.
Yeah.
So mine is tripled, so I take 3, and then I take 1 from Richard. So I'm going to take 4
And the
down to
rest of us take
22.
3,
So
right?
Everyone else takes 3. Richard is going to get a little worse than that, I think. So I think you
I
all
will
take
trigger
3 immediately.
right?
Then you're going to get a Norin.
And then I will take 3
That's going to trigger the
from that.
Velociraptor.
Oh my
So you're going to end
God.
up taking 6 in all, I think.
So I go to 7. I'm going to have a raptor. Norin enters. My raptor will see it. So I will take an additional 1 damage from my raptor. I will take 3 from Seth's raptor. So I will take 4. So I'm down to 6.
So you'll take 4.
and now I have a
total. Yep.
Norin.
Oh, I just want
And-
to see Kyle locks.
I mean, we let him on tap with the City on Fire, which should never happen. I'm shocked
had
that
the
I'm all dead already.
I had
Somehow
the
you're
answer.
making you one more turn.
said it. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, I'm not going to tap the demon, but I'm
Yeah,
going
the
to
demon
untap those
stays
lands.
tapped down thanks to
And
the
I'm
meat
gonna
stone.
Draw. I'm going to play this Inundated Archive. It's an MDFC. So I'm going to play Machine God's Effigy, and I'm going to copy the Raptor with it.
Okay, so casting that's going to blink the Norin.
But it's not a
Machine
creature,
God's
so it
Effigy is not a
trigger-
creature, so I don't get pinged.
But it's not,
Right.
because it only deals 1 damage to Seth, though. Like, it's not.
I know.
It's not as
Slow
funny.
and steady.
You should copy Fairy Artisan and kill yourself.
Yeah, that's...
This card is
usually
every
the
time I
biggest
play it. Every
backfire
time Phil
we've
plays
seen,
it, it's
yeah.
amazing.
This is a big.
Usually I would have copied the artisan, but it's uniquely bad this time. I'm gonna pay 2 mana and use Seth the Thespian stage to copy the Maze of Ith before it's gone.
Okay,
It's not even a Maze of
Sure.
Ith. It's even better, yeah.
Or
It
you
also
can copy
taps
Arena
mana.
Glory, too. That's not bad.
Yeah, I am just scared of aggro. And I think that's it.
So,
I'm still
Okay,
at
so
Norin comes
you know,
end
back.
of turn, some things are going to happen.
Okay.
Norin comes back. So, Richard, you currently have a Norin, right?
I thought
So
it
it should have
blinks
blinked out when
It just blinks
it
out.
blinks
and
out
never
when
comes
anyone
back,
casts a
right?
spell.
And
So
you get
you
a
have
new
nothing
Norin.
right now. So then my Norin comes back. You get a new Norin from my Norin entering. So I take 1 from Phil, 3, 4. I take 5.
Oh, Phil
altogether?
has 1. I take
4, right?
then.
1 from Phil, 3 from myself. So I take 4. Everyone should take 3, but then there's also Phil's Raptor.
Jeez.
I'm at 6, so I'm dead.
No!
Yay.
I was
Down.
going to save Richard. I'm sorry,
Too
Richard.
late.
On my turn, I was going to save you. I promise. Oh, wow.
I mean, it is your turn now, so...
It is
Yeah,
your
well,
hang
we're going to
on,
untap.
Stuff.
Okay, on your upkeep, Tomer, let me
Yes.
look at your lands real quick. How
Oh.
many blue sources do you have?
Blue, 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 blue.
Oh, okay. All right, never
Oh,
mind. Go carry on. I was wondering if I could strip mine you off of triple blue, but I can't.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So on my upkeep, I'm going to do something. I'm going to improvise an answer to this situation. I'm going to tap, tap, tap. So that's 3 of a discount. I'm going to do X equals 5 for Whir of Invention on my upkeep. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value X or less, put it onto battlefield, then shuffle your library. Norin
Yep,
blinks.
Norin's going to blink out.
Wait, do I have it in my deck? Ah, okay.
I'm hoping
Yeah.
so. I'm hoping
There we
so.
go.
Aw.
So I get it. Scourglass. Scourglass is an artifact that says you tap it, sacrifice Scourglass, destroy all permanents except for artifacts and lands. Play this only during your upkeep. So it's a little bit awkward to use. Because of Word Invention, I can actually get it out on my upkeep. So I'm going to immediately activate it before going past my upkeep phase.
Artifacts and land stick. Norin's blinked out, so that
So,
lives. But I lose
how many-
my Raptor,
How many
City on
creatures
Fire.
die?
1? I have 1 at least.
So these do get 1 each, and then There's one on Seth's end, so I get 2 more.
That's so close to saving Richard.
This isn't
So
good enough, though. You guys are so close to death. Well, Phil's enchantment skill, right?
Yes.
But Seth still has all his mana. He just needs 1 Perforos, and you cooked.
Yeah.
So now we continue my turn. I draw a card. I don't have a land drop or anything. Wait, can I do something? Actually, I can cast 1 spell. I'm going to pay for 1 mana. Surveyor's Scope. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I only got
You have
5.
the most lands on the battlefield.
Yeah, I got
The
5.
You do,
cleansing
yeah.
wildfires punishing me. All right, there you go. Go ahead.
All right, so Norin returns, doesn't do anything anymore.
You get pink for
I will-
1, though.
From what?
Oh,
It's
but
not.
she got Effigy
Thinking
still
this.
here.
Still,
Oh, you guys are
the
still
effigy's
cooked.
still there. You're right. Down to 17. Very good.
Tober's still
The power of
cooked,
the
at least.
effigy. I will draw. Well, the time has come to try to draw cards here. 1, 2, 3. Throne of Eldraine, second mode. Pay 3, tap it, draw 2 cards. Can only use red mana on it. So 3
I've
red
never
mana,
activated
draw
this.
2. What do these cards do? That used a lot of my mana, didn't it? So I'm going to play Urza Saga in its beautiful white border. Eventually it can make constructs or tutor something maybe. And then let's just do this. I'm going to play Rose Room Treasurer.
Ooh.
So it's a 4 mana 3/4. Whenever another creature enters that I control, I make a treasure token if it's the first or second time. Otherwise, I can pay X and deal X damage to any target if it's the third or so on time. So that's going to blink my Norin. On my end step, Norin will come back.
you get
I'll
pink
get
for 1
pinged.
for the Rose Room treasure.
I'll get pinged for
How
one
do you
for
like
the-
that, Perforos
for the
player?
Rose Room? Down to
Someone's
16.
getting pinged back now.
It's fair. It's fair. And then end step, Norin comes back. I'll get pinged, and I'll also get a treasure token, and then go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna untap.
Is it Garuda time? Are we just going to fight through the...
I can't cast it right now. It would be
Also,
9 to
it's
cast.
Perforos 4. You get a Perforos off Seth and win the game.
I'm gonna cast Harvester of Souls. It has Death Touch. It is a 5/5, and whenever a non-token creature dies, I may draw a card. I take 1. Go. Norin gets one.
Norin
Okay.
gets blank, comes back. I take 1 from Phil's silly thing.
All right.
But I also get another treasure
So I have
token, which
to
is
not
nice.
play creatures, and I might survive this. I'll draw for 2 mana. 1, 2. I will cast Matzalanti, the Great Door. So it's a MDFC. I can tap it to draw a card and discard a card, and I can pay 4 mana, tap it, transform it into a land that taps for a lot of mana. But first, I will
Norin's
tap
going to
in
blink.
Crystal Skull, Artifact Lands, and Brass's Tunnel Grinder. I will take the Brass's Tunnel Grinder. These 2 go into the graveyard. Can I do it?
What? Oh, your commander is a backside. I don't even know what the backside of that does.
Yes, I will do this. Let's go big. I'm going to activate Tetson's ability. I'm going to pay 4 mana, and then I'm going to craft with 6 artifacts. 1 artifact, 2 artifact, 3 artifact, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I don't have to... You know what? I'll keep this one. When I craft with Tetson, so I exile those 6 artifacts, Tetson blinks and comes back on his backside. I've assembled Kaldra in a different way, a different form. The Golden Gear Colossus is a 6/6 Vigilance Trample. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, transform up to 1 other target double-faced artifact you control. Create 2 1/1 gnome artifact creature tokens. I'm going to flip over the Matzalanti. I'm going to have 2 1/1 gnomes enter the battlefield. I'm going to get pinged for 3 at the same time. So I'm going to go down to 5. I'm going to flip over Matzalanti, the Great Door, and it becomes a legendary land that taps to add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard, which is currently 8. It taps for 8 mana, casually. I thought I had Scavenge Brawler in the graveyard.
There was last game.
No! Maybe I thought the Scrap Trawler was a Scavenge Brawler.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to gain life.
You can't
Okay,
gain
well,
life
that's-
through rampaging through Ferocious.
Yeah, you can't gain life because of the Velociraptor anyway.
no.
It's all bad, Thomas. It's all bad.
It keeps
gonna
getting
end
worse.
soon. Just let it happen.
No, I'm not done yet.
Play more creatures, Tomer.
Play 5 more creatures.
I'm going to tap the core for 8 red mana. I'm going to pay 3 of that mana to cast Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Do I discard my entire hand? I think I'm discarding I think this is where we're at. Yeah, let's go crazy. The Ever-Throwing Whale, Enthusiastic Mechanaut, Organic Extinction, and Canoptic Scarab Swarm are all going to get discarded. So I'm going to draw 5 cards. Oh no. This wasn't what I wanted. Okay, I can still survive, I think. We're going to spend the 5 mana. Whoop. And we're going to cast the Might Stone and Weak Stone. Choose one, draw 2 cards. Target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. I'll kill the raid thing just in case.
You're going to kill the Rose Room Treasure? All right.
Yeah. Phil gets to draw a card. And I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to play Mech Titan Core. And then that's it. Mech Titan Core, it's a vehicle, hopefully does something. But it can't gain life, so sad.
End of turn. Norin comes back. I take 1. I will untap. My Urza Saga takes up to 2.
Oh, I descended, so 1 thing on the Brassus Tunnel Grinder.
Huh. Well, 1, 2, and 3. I guess I throw in a Veldering to draw 2 cards. I'll play a Mountain as my land for the turn. I guess I'll play a Ragavan.
Take 1.
It's probably not going to be super relevant. I will take 1.
Not even hasting
Seth
it in.
can't finish the job. He doesn't have a Perforos or anything.
Yeah, that Wrath by Tomer really slowed down the plan. Norin's going to blink out. Yeah, is that it? Is that all we do? Yeah, I guess I just pass.
Wow.
So Norin will come back, doesn't do anything, and go ahead.
I mean, it does something. It
I get pinged. Yeah, I guess it does something negative.
Draw. Interesting.
He still can't
I'm going
He
to-
needs a land drop to do it.
Mhm.
So how many cards does everybody has in hand?
At 3.
3.
Playing my commander deals 3 to me.
Wait, does it just deal 1?
It deals 1, but then it draws 1 and lose 1 for every
Oh.
demon. I will still do this. For 6 mana, I'm going to cast Belacor. I will lose 1 and then lose 2, draw 2, down to 6. Risky, everybody in desperation mode. And that is...
Fear.
No fear.
Yeah, oh, I do fear quite a bit, actually. Don't get fooled. Yeah.
Okay, maybe some fear.
Tiny bits of fear.
Norin gets blinked out. It's like
He's
Ragavan
blanking. He's
defense.
gonna die to his own for us.
I'm just gonna
Norris.
swing in at Seth for 5, even though it will not untap.
It's a 5/5 attacking me?
It is a 5/5 death touch, if that's relevant.
Oh, that is relevant.
evasion.
I will just block with the Ragavan.
All right, so I draw cards because a non-token died. I will
So good.
pass. Oh boy.
All right.
Tober win here.
I'm going to move to untappies.
I mean, I imagine Tomer can win here.
I have a line.
He has
How
Mech
many is
Titan,
this?
right?
Titan Core?
So wait, actually,
4 other
Tomer.
artifacts? Yeah.
Tomer. On your upkeep, I'm going to strip mine the thing that makes like 20 mana or whatever that land is.
Norin
Oh.
came back also.
Oh yeah, Norin comes back and I take 1 as well. So I get 10.
Okay, so I'm going to tap this for a bunch of white mana. I'm just using it to activate Glory. I'm going to give all my creatures protection from black until end of turn. Okay, and then I'll move to my draw phase. Draw. Oh, and this dies.
That land's actually pretty good. That was the first time I've seen it pop off that hard, but that was pretty good.
Planes. I'm just going to move to combat, and I'm going to attack Phil with a protection from black Golden Gear Colossus.
You get 2 mirrors,
I got 2 mirrors.
right? It's
And also, I'm going to flip target Dire Flail.
What does that thing do?
The backside is Dire Blunderbuss. It's an equipment. Equip 1. It gets +3/+0. And whenever it attacks, you may sacrifice an artifact. Other than it, when you do, this creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature.
So Norin's going to blink out thanks to the attack.
I'm going to lose 2 life from the Ferocidon.
I'm going to mace the commander.
Oh, you have a maze? What?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
copied
yeah.
my
I
maze.
copied it from Richard forever
What?
ago.
Ghost of Richards.
I
What
haunt
the
you from my grave, Tomer.
Okay, well, that makes things a lot worse for me.
Play 3 more creatures. You get some sweet, sweet release.
Yes, just let
No,
it have.
fine, fine. You know what? That's exactly what I wanted, even.
You
Because
wanna
now
tap
I'm going to
it down
kill
so
you
we
with
can't
Mech Titan
counter this.
Core. I'm going to activate Mech Titan Core. I'm going to exile Mech Titan Core and 4 other artifact creatures and or vehicles you control. And that's going to be the 4 gnomes. And I'm going to
Always trying to assemble Caldra in some form or another.
assemble Mech Titan. It is.
You get pinged for 1.
I got pinged for one,
Yeah,
yes.
down to 2.
It'd be funny if he just died when he summoned.
It is flying, vigilance, trample, lifelink, haste, and it's all colors. It doesn't matter because I'm going to pay the final 3 mana, and I'm going to cast from the graveyard Seize the Day with flashback.
Oh.
Untap target creature. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. I'm targeting Golden Gear Colossus. It has vigilance anyway, so it doesn't matter. So that's exile. exiled. Combat, Golden Gear Colossus again at Phil, and the Mech Titan is a 10/10 flying vigilance, blah, 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 at Seth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you attack, you die.
And Tomer dies.
Okay, no. So I'll send the Mech Titan at Seth.
Wow, you're just gonna die to Phil? Okay.
Okay, no, I'll send the Mech Titan at Phil.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna die to me, really?
Yes, I'm gonna die to Seth.
Well, Seth can't kill you currently.
Yeah, I guess I'm less likely to be able to kill you than Phil is.
Yeah.
Phil can definitely kill you.
I mean, I can block, but I take 5. Wait, I can block, and then I
take 4. You're alive.
Actually, let's not.
It has
put
tramp.
My,
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's
But then
do that.
I won't die to the Bellacore damage at least. So there's that.
Okay, so I will block with Bellacore.
Yeah.
It has 5 toughness, so I take 1, 2, 3.
Wait, do you lose a life from
Alright.
your card draw thing or no?
No, he doesn't.
No, I do not.
Established
I
it.
do.
Some
Okay.
kind of broken black
I
card
do
draw that
draw
doesn't cost
a card,
life.
yeah.
And
For,
then
for your last trick, play a dousing dagger and give them to Tomer so he dies.
that would be
so
hilarious.
funny.
That would be so good. I'd accept that. So because Seth strip mined me, I actually descend at the end.
Hey, see, I was helping. I was
So
just
it
trying
might-
to help
it might actually
Tomer.
trigger.
We're
Who knows?
friends.
All right, go ahead, Seth. Finish
So
the
on the
job.
end step, Norrin comes back, pings me for 1, and I will spend 2 mana and use my Urza Saga to make a construct, and I will get pinged for 1, so I'm down to 8.
I mean, Seth
And
can't
now
kill
I can
Tomer
untap.
currently.
Gotta kill Tom.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm at
I
2.
And if you kill
yeah, I
Phil,
can
then
kill
Tomer gets
Phil.
lifelink.
I'm not sure how this ends. So I'm going to untap. I get to draw for my turn. That's not what we wanted. Is there any point in making another construct? Does that matter? Tomer has what, 2 blockers?
Yeah, 2 blockers.
blockers.
6/6 and a 10/10.
Oh, wait, could you get Norn to attack or no? He always blinks them.
No, there's no way to attack with Norrin. I guess I will make a second construct. And then this will sacrifice. I can see if I have an artifact that's 0 or 1. I don't remember what I played this for, but there was something. This wasn't just to make constructs. I guess the plan was Skull Clamp. I remember now. It was Skull Clamp, and it's super good. All right, so I get a Skull Clamp.
You can clamp the Nora and stop getting...
I am
maybe
probably
that's-
going to clamp the Norrin. That was probably, maybe that was my logic at the time.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Sometimes you need an out to your own Norin. I can see that.
Yeah, you never know when your Norrin's just gonna kill you for no reason. Pay a red mana, and I am going to Skull Clamp the Norrin. So
All he
Norrin will
needs to
die.
do is 2 damage to
I'll
I
get to
know.
draw 2 cards. Come on, deck.
Like a Perforos or something, and then
Spike
any
Field
creature
Hazard.
we're done.
Wait. Ah! Okay, I think I got there.
Oh, no.
Okay, I got to pull this out. So I'm going to tap this for 4. I found a new Foundations card, which might be the perfect card for this situation. General Kret the Boltbringer. So it's a 2/2 says whenever another creature you control enters, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. So then I'm going to use this
Wait,
mana.
first of all, you get pinged for 1.
I will get pinged for 1.
Sure.
You are correct. Down to
Relevant.
7.
I mean,
So I'm gonna
if
use
you
that
was at
mana.
like 2 or something, you wouldn't be able to do this, right?
And two additional mana. I'm going to play Norrin. When it enters, going to trigger the General Cut. You each get pinged for 1,
I'm out
which I think
1.
makes Phil die.
No.
And then I'm going to sack these 2 treasures, and then I will cast a Relic of Legends, which will blink out the Norrin, and then I'll go to my end step, and Norrin will come back and ping Tomer for 1. And I
Yeah.
think that finally...
Dude,
That
Tomer gained
finally
1
got it.
life now that Phil is
That
dead.
I can't.
I think, honestly, Phil copying the Velociraptor is what ended up saving me in a weird way because Tomer couldn't gain life. But wow, what a game
Wow.
of Commander Clash.
Yeah.
Wow.
2 games of Commander Clash. Anyway, that's all for this week. We'll be back next week with another one. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. And this is the crew signing out.